Good morning, dear class 9 students. Dear students, let us begin new chapter, that is chapter 3, Jainism and Buddhism. In this chapter, we will basically talk about the existence or the formation of Jainism and Buddhism. So, before we talk about Jainism and Buddhism, we have few more things to discuss in this chapter, and let us go through with the first paragraph then and discuss about the Aryans. In the 6th century BC, the Aryan settlement expanded to the east. So, around 6th century BC, the Aryans started living in many parts of the country. They started spreading in many parts of the country, and mostly now they are moving towards east side, and together with their settlement they are also bringing lot of social, economic, and political changes. Society at some places had trait of tribal political organizations. So in some places we could see some of the tribal political organizations were very well organized. They're all having the good qualities in administrating the areas, while at some other places kingdoms were on the rise, and other places we could see that the kingdoms were rising up, they are established, and materialisms and spiritualisms both existed side by side. Materialisms means we would say that the physical comfort, and spiritualism means the system of belief. So these both also started existing, developing in the Aryan's life. The people in the later Vedic age began to use implementation and tools made of iron. So, in the later Vedic age, we could see that the iron started using the iron tools. The iron tools enabled them to clear forests. So, these all iron tools were used for cleaning forests, bringing more land under cultivations, and they started preparing more cultivative lands and led a settled life. And wherever they started agriculture, that means RNs, they lived permanently on those places. As a result, there was a surplus production of food grain. So, as they started agriculture work, it is mentioned that they also had the surplus grain or food grain, and this surplus food produce could be utilized by the kings to meet their military and administrative needs. So these all surplus food helped the kings to provide the need of the armies and also the administrative bodies or the officials. It could also be used by the people in the towns who specialize in various art and crafts. So, all these advantages enable the people to lead in a settled and to expand further in neighboring areas. So, these all supported the Aryans to spread in other neighboring territories, areas. This expansion resulted in the wars between different tribes. So now, as the different tribes wanted to expand their own territories, in between we could see in order to capture the areas of other tribes. Now the war started, the fight started, and in these wars, the large and more powerful tribes defeated the smaller ones. And when the war started between different groups of tribals or the tribes, those tribes group who are much powerful, they went on defeating the small ones, and they occupied, captured their territories, and expand or spread slowly their own power in these areas. These, and also after expanding their own territories, now we could see the creation of the large kingdoms. These kingdoms were called Janpadas. A number of Janpadas joined together to form bigger and more powerful independent kingdoms called Mahajanpadas. So, when the powerful tribes went on occupying the areas of other smaller tribes, slowly they created a big territory, and that particular big territory only was later on considered as a kingdom, or it was established as a kingdom, which we call it as a Mahajanpadas. So, including all the territories, it could help the kings to form a kingdom. So, this way, we could see that the kingdom system started, empire system started in many parts of the country and the world. The 6th century BC is regarded as an important epoch, or important events, we could say, in the world history. We saw the emergence of the thinkers like Zarathustra or Zoroaster in Persia, Confucius in China, and Mahavira and Gautam Buddha, among many others. So, in the 6th century basis, there are many, even the great thinkers and the intellectual people, scholars, were emerged. Now, like here, Confucius in China, Mahavira and Gautam Buddha in India, among many others. In India, it was the period when orthodox religious belief and the practical practices, not practical, sorry, were challenged and even rejected by the new sects. So there are so many beliefs which were practiced in Hindu religion, let us say basically in India, that these all orthodox religious belief were challenged by the smaller group of people, and many of them, many common people, they rejected the orthodox belief system. Of these sect, Jainism and Buddhism emerged the potent, most important religious reform movement. So, this way we could see that Jainism and Buddhism, due to these orthodox religious belief, which was not liked by the common people accepted the Jainism and Buddhism, and the founder of these two religions were Mahavira and Gautam Buddha. So, dear students, this is the first video where we have discussed, and as a homework, as a homework, you people just go to the second chapter and do the structure questions by yourself. You try to find out these answers and jot down in a copy. So after after 1 week, or let us say after 10th of July, you have to submit the note copies to the school where we will be checking your copies in the school. Thank you.